Alright guys, this is my mulch pile right here. It's only about a truckload left of it though. I got most of it already used up. And these here, these are my goose poopers. Go on, go away, go on, go to bed. Y'all go to bed. Ow, he's biting me. He's biting me. Ow, it's biting me. They're so mean. Why are you so mean, bird? Alright guys, y'all go to bed. Y'all go to bed. Alright, the noise ain't so bad now. I'm gonna start by showing you something here. This right here is where I put most of my compost, or the best compost anyhow. If you look closely, you can see a tremendous amount of fungus right there. You can see, I don't want to dig it up too much, but you can see it's thick in the ground there. All right, I'll show you down here too, because this is a different kind. You see that right there? There's a lot of fungus right there. Okay, that right there. All right. Now, all right, guys, give me a second. So anyhow, you saw the fungus, right? And I got it covered with this tarp here. Under the tarp is a bunch of leaves and a mosquito net and some feed bags, and I keep them wet. I keep that moist, so it raises the humidity, keeps the humidity high. And the compost, right here is one. I got this big tub right here, full of mulch and water. I use this thing here to. It starts to bubble and boil and stink like cow manure. It's horrible. It really is. The worst smell you ever smelled in your whole life. You see all the bubbles? And this one here, this is a big 55-gallon drum. I got this one with chicken manure, goose manure, goat manure. It's all in there. All of it is. And you can see the bubbles coming up now. And it pretty much boils all day long until it gets done fermenting. And once it's done fermenting, well, okay, so I got the mushrooms here, right? I can't tell you what kind they are because it's just button mushrooms, that's all. Or morels, I'm not sure. Could be anything, who knows? Oyster mushrooms. Look at all them bubbles. So what you do for the mushrooms, you only want to soak it for about, for the garden, you want to soak it for about 30, 60 days in the water. Wow, that smells bad. And see, I also got one in a 5-gallon bucket. It's different kinds of substrate though. This has got some pine chips in it, so I'm going to use a type of mushroom that grows on pine. This one is hardwood, so I need this one for a type that only grows on hardwood. So is that one. But I also had this one right here that was full of grass clippings. Now, I'll tell you, the grass clippings are, here's a bunch of mulch right there on this board, if you can see it. That's mulch right there. But for the garden, just about 30, 60 days, you want to strip the microbes that's already on the wood off, right? So once you get the microbes cleaned off by overwhelming those microbes with the types of bacteria that only live in water, I believe it's called anaerobic. Who knows? I don't know. I always get them confused. Anaerobic, anabolic, I don't know. Anyways, the ones that live in water only, they will consume all of the ones that was already on the wood. All the microbes that was already on this wood would be killed by the lack of oxygen and the bacteria that like the water and lack of oxygen. So Once it's overwhelmed by all those water-loving bacteria, as soon as I pour it out, they're all going to die. The moment it dries up, they're all dead. And the smell stops smelling so bad. I mean, like, it smells worse than cow manure. It's like the guts from a deer. But once you get it dry, the smell will be entirely gone. Oh my God, it smells so bad. And once you got it all gone and it's clean, then right here, you can see this is clean stuff right here. I dumped it out and waiting for it to finish drying. It's a bunch of manure, but as soon as it's done drying, I'm going to till it into this garden here. This is my garden right here, you can see. All right, yeah. Anyways, you till it into the garden, and that way, what you want to do is add a type of fertilizer that will last a long time, but you want it to be clean of bacteria before you add it. Anyways, you want it to be clean of bacteria before you add it to the ground, because you want those bacteria that are already in the ground to be the only ones that benefit from that fertilizer. Because you don't want to add, like, say, a bunch of trichoderma to the ground. And I've got a mulch pile over there I showed you. If I just took the straight mulch and I put it in the garden, it would probably kill the microdiversity of the garden. And this right here is grass clippings right here. You can see that. This is drying. It's got a fan in front of it. And this is for the poo-loving mushrooms, ones that like poo, manure. So if you got manure-loving mushrooms, you want them to have substrate, use this grass clippings that's been fermented for 90 days. If you want to grow mushrooms, you can ferment longer than you would for fertilizer, because you want to kill off all the bacteria. But not only that, you want to remove most of the sugars from the wood. You know, like maple syrup's comes from maple trees. So trees got syrups in them, sugars. And you need to get the bacteria to eat up most of the sugar until it won't grow trichoderma easily. Right? And then after you burnt up most of the nutrients, the mushrooms don't need much. So all you got to do is burn it up for about 90 days, fermenting it, and then you can use it for mushroom substrate. If you're trying to fertilize your garden, then it's only you need about 30 days or 60 days maybe. Anyways, give me a like, subscribe, and a comment if you liked anything and anything. If you have any advice or comments, just